I've been bit by rattlesnakes. It's not fun.
You got bit by a rattlesnake?
No, I got bit once because I learned my lesson after the first one.
What happened?
It wasn't good. Don't get bit
Where'd
by a
you get bit?
rattlesnake. On my foot.
Did you experience necrosis? Necrosis, rather?
You know, so normally you would get necrosis where
Dead tissue.
Your finger would rot. And then the guy that, the doctor that I went to at a hospital, in the emergency.
Pull up to the microphone a little.
The doctor, in the emergency room said, the last guy in here that got bit by a rattlesnake lost his toe or something, or lost his digits. And he said, good thing you didn't get bit on a finger because the necrosis can rot away your finger. And he said, good thing you got bit on the middle of the foot. You're going to be okay. But this type of rattlesnake I got bit by, there's the most venomous rattlesnake in the country is called a tiger rattlesnake, but it's not the most dangerous. But I got bit by a rattlesnake that had both hemotoxin and neurotoxin. So the necrosis was less evident with me. It was more like a cobra where I was starting to stop breathing, and I felt like someone had put sandbags on my chest an hour into it. But the first thing you sense is obviously it feels like someone jabbed me with an X-Acto knife. I looked down and the rattlesnake was retracting into a burrow. I looked at my foot. But then you taste a metallic taste in about 15 minutes, and you realize, this wasn't a dry bite. But it's not fun. I got a lot of antivenom.
And how long does it take you to recover from something like that?
The most painful part was the serum sickness from the antivenom. The stop breathing thing. I remember I was on a gurney and I felt like I was going to stop breathing, but weirdly not that painful. But yet you feel like you're going to die and stop breathing. But the serum sickness is just unbelievably intense for weeks, and you just have the most insane fever, and you get these red blotches all over you. But they make a different serum now. Yeah.
Also, maybe don't wear Birkenstocks when you hike.
Most people get bit fucking around with a rattlesnake.
We were running once. We were running the trail, and in mid-stride, I realized that the log that I thought was across the road was a giant rattlesnake. It was fucking big, man. Like the biggest one I'd ever seen out in the wild. And the dogs didn't notice it. They ran right over it. And then I ran over it. I was like, oh, fuck, man. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do because I know we're going to have to come back this way when we go back up the hill. So I'm throwing rocks at it, trying to get it to run away.
Now, I've handled a lot of rattlesnakes in my life and cobras and other snakes. And to get bit that way is very unusual. I was hiking in the mountains in north of LA just a bit, and I was actually looking for snakes because I'm into snakes. And I was bushwhacking. I wasn't on a trail. I didn't see it, and it bit me on my foot.